Well, I'll just start off through the whole story. When it first happened in the third quarter, I just thought I hyperextended my knee. I was going to be fine, just rest the rest of that game. Came in the MRI the next day, saw I tore my ACL, and I was down for about an hour and stuff. Then my family kind of showed up. We started praying. Everybody at my church started praying. I've had hundreds of people shout me out on Twitter and just saying they're praying for me, and I really feel like that's really led to some healing, and I really feel like I feel 100%. There's no pain. I feel pretty good.
Have you had it rechecked?
As far as an MRI?
Did you have to have it looked at again before they would let you start rehabbing?
No, I went straight into rehab, and just as it felt, they have several machines in there to test your strength, and I just kept hitting the marks, and all the rehab marks until I finally was back on the field.
Will you have surgery after the season, or what's your plan?
Right now, that's to be determined. I don't know however it feels at the end of the season will determine that.
Were you given a degree of the, without getting too specific, were you given what degree it was? I mean, is this a slight tear, or were you told it was just torn and that's all you were told?
From the MRI that we looked at, from what I can tell, I'm not an expert by any means, but it looked like you saw my ACL start, and then a lot of swelling and stuff in the middle, and it kind of got real muddy, and then you saw an end. But that I don't know if that means slight tear, significant tear, all the way torn.
What did it feel like Saturday night?
I felt pretty good. I feel a little rusty. I've been out there at right tackle. I've run them, both of them pretty consistently. But last I played was left, so I feel a little rusty at right tackle. But my knee felt fine.
How many snaps do you think you can play if necessary?
I feel like I can play the whole game.
I feel like you're playing with house money.
How sore were you?
Sunday morning I was fine. I didn't have any. I had a little bit of swelling and no pain.
Kind of feel like you're playing with house money. I mean, at this point, most people don't get the chance to go back out there like you are.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm on a bit of borrowed time, but I feel like every senior is. Everybody's got so many games their senior year, and you're always fighting for that bowl game. And I feel like I got a second chance out there. I'm gonna make the most of it.
What was the hardest thing about trying to work and get back, Jacob?
Probably just for me, really just staying off it as much as possible. I wanted to push the envelope the whole time, and it was just hard for me to stay on those crutches and to really just kind of keep off it when I wasn't rehabbing it. Yeah, I talked to the orthopedic doctors we have here, the Arkansas State game, about a week, a little bit short of a week after we played, and that whole week, we were kind of discussing surgery and stuff, and then I brought up the idea of maybe playing on it, and they felt like that was, something that we could go forward in. What they told me, you can hurt some of your cartilage in your knee. Obviously, you can't play race, but there's other ligaments in your knee you could hurt, stuff like that, and cartilage damage and things along that line. I felt like my strength is pretty good. I would say 95%. I mean, obviously they wouldn't put me back out there if they didn't feel like I was close to 100%. And my quad and my hamstring have held up pretty well. And I just keep getting stronger every day.
Will you settle in right or left now? Do you feel like that it's beneficial for you to get to one and stay there, or are they going to keep working both? How's that going?
I've worked all over the place, guard to tackle everywhere. So and the best five are going to play. So I just kind of work, and wherever they throw me, they throw me.
When were you first cleared to return?
I'd probably say I was back at practice doing some stuff as far as in pads and individual drill Florida week. I didn't really start doing a lot of team and some other stuff till a little later, more UTC and stuff like that.
Was it hard that you didn't play? Did it hurt you that you didn't play in the Chattanooga game, or did you know going in that they weren't ready to put you back out there? Did you anticipate playing that night?
I thought that I had a decent shot at playing. Obviously, it was up to the coaches whether they put me in or not, whether they felt I was good to go or not. I was going to prepare either way, like I was going to play, the whole game. That's how I've done every game, so far. Even when I was hurt, I just needed to keep that edge up and keep preparing. Yeah, I walked off, and I felt pretty, confident in the fact that I wasn't too badly hurt, and so I just kind of got off the ground and felt good. The next day, I was pretty sore, and it was kind of weak, but I never thought, going into it that was going to happen. It was kind of a shock.